We'll get the game underway. Our early kick-off in the Barclays WSL 2 today. There is Molly Lambert, whose form has been absolutely superb. Real danger of late. And a reminder, you can of course watch every single Barclays WSL 2 game on this YouTube channel every single week. It's an absolute pleasure to have you along. Long old journey for Durham and their travelling fans. 660-mile round trip today from the northeast down to the south coast. We are underway. Can Durham make that trip worthwhile? And Southampton compound the trickiness of it. Call it with the throw down this right-hand side. Briggs nods it on. And then scoops it forward. Just evades Lambert there. Peplo now helps to go into the back line. Smart play on that left-hand side. It's interesting who Simon Parker has gone with today. No Abby Ferguson. Dropped to the bench. Here is Primus. His ball through is a really good one. The flag is up against Ellie Brazil in the end. Nice bit of movement from the striker though. He creates a couple of chances against Charlton. But a really interesting career. He spent some time over in Italy with Fiorentina. You see that leg there for Catriona Shepherd, just bandaged up at the top. It's a great ball down the right-hand side, but it's just going to drift. 21 times at the moment, by the way, Hannah Blake, and is yet to complete a full 90. She can be really tricky down that wing, though. Here is Heppel, moving well after last week's knock. Toland. Wilson opting to go back towards Shepherd, whose touch is a smart one to get away from Brazil. Durham clearly opting to get the ball forward as quickly as possible here. Here's Lambert. Now move right-hand side. Speckmeyer finds Blake. Edwards smart to it. Toland, it's a good touch and a smart flick. Speckmeyer appears at the moment not playing a trail on the wing, is kind of central there. Quite interesting to see how that's going to work up front. Simon Parker has spoken about how his team, and quite rightly as well, were pretty decent for a big swathe of that game against West Ham. Ended up conceding 5. Shakira Martinez, one of 2 players grabbing a brace in that game for West Ham. Sayi, the other. Phil Morgan as well, poking the ball home. He has been understandably a bit frustrated. He spent the early season just tweaking and fiddling with various bits of tactical formations and approaches. Gone for solidity today, of course, with an unchanged starting 11 from that draw against Newcastle at Maiden Castle. Has a good bit of work down this right-hand side here for Southampton. Palmer, clever ball towards Brazil. Brazil's ball in is a good one, and somehow Catriona Shepherd has kept that out. The danger's not gone yet. Brilliant block. And Durham may well have got away with one yet again, thanks to brave goalkeeping from Catriona Shepherd. Primus denied. Brilliant ball in from Brazil as well. Well, Catriona Shepherd pulled off a couple of unbelievable saves last weekend, no better than the one from Freya Gregory at the back post. Somehow kept that out. Made herself big there. The reputation at the moment growing every week. Unbelievable against Nottingham Forest a few weeks ago as well. Smart work from Collett here. That's a good ball towards Primus, who can't get it under control. Southampton having the better of the early chances. Blake finds Lambert. Toland with a neat pass. Warren Briggs. Looks at the moment like probably Pritchard's operating on that left-hand side, and Mariana Speckmeyer is through the middle. So quite an interesting choice there from Adam Furness, Durham head coach. Of course, normally you'd imagine be the other way around. Good header from Wilson. Left it. Should not have done. Palmer, and now switched out to the right-hand side again. Michaela McAloney. He's got a couple from outside the area. Is dangerous. McAloney goes for goal. It's going to go wide of goal. He's scored a few beauties already this season. That goal against Portsmouth, of course, an absolute beauty. Trying from range there, but she's always so dangerous, the Scot. Smart sweep of the ball to his left-hand side for Poppy Pritchard to have a run at it. Pritchard against Collett. Pritchard still going, tries the ball in. Good defensive positioning. Good block as well there from Briggs, who read the intent well. Collett returns the favour. Checking the lower leg there, Megan Collett. Rewarding wing-back. Was, of course, nominated for Goal of the Month, wasn't she, for that unbelievable byline goal against Crystal Palace. It was an incredible strike, that one. I'm hardly sure still how she managed it. Absolutely intentional, great goal. Briggs just about keeps it in, but in fact hasn't just about kept it in. 7 minutes in, it's Southampton who've had the best chance of the game so far. Brazil just tried to loop it through and then take the throw quickly. Ops against it. Just a thought about letting it run, but it was never going to make it out of play. Had a decision to make. Lambert uses her body well. Now a chance to drive here, Molly Lambert. She's dangerous when she gets going, and she's brought down in the end by Palmer. Of course, some horrible injuries recently. Amy Palmer, she's been out of action for over 180 days before returning back in early November. This is her first league start of the season. Real talent, Amy Palmer. Simon Parker will have been absolutely thrilled to have her back. Now a chance for Durham to get this into the Southampton penalty area. Beth Heppel over it. So too is Michaela Foster, who's very, very good at set pieces also. Every Southampton player back. It'll be Heppel who takes it and launches it in. Nodded away, taken as far as Lambert here. Lambert finds Blake. Blake back towards Eyre, who tries to toe poke it through. Pritchard still going along with Lauren Briggs there. Now Heppel is chasing. Heppel has been rewarded for a brilliant piece of ambition and not letting Southampton breathe. It's another goal for Beth Heppel this season, her 6th of the season. Southampton will look at themselves with some frustration, I feel. And Beth Heppel just would not let Southampton sit. Chased and chased Hack. Hack was not going to find Stenson. And it was a simple tap-in for Heppel. What a big goal that could be for the visitors. Durham lead by 1-0. It's come from a Southampton mistake. And Beth Heppel saw the chance to push, knew the odds were against her, pushed. And the dice landed in her favour. Just before that goal as well, by the way, confirmation Amy Palmer was fouled for that free kick a few moments before. Oh, sorry, apologies, booked in fact for that foul, I should say. She was the one doing the fouling. So Amy Palmer into Lauren Impey's book there, the first yellow card of the game. Foster takes it down. Durham suddenly have a bit of wind in their sails here. Now Primus will try and do something similar there to Wilson. Durham pass their way out well. Toland finds Briggs. Home side on the back foot here. Hannah Blake. Now launched on. Chance for Lambert to chase down this right-hand side. It'll just be too far for her. Southampton 0, Durham 1. And Ellie Hack will be frustrated with herself for some time yet, you'd imagine. Maybe just didn't feel the charge of Beth Heppel from behind her. Either way, it's going to be one that I think runs through the mind as the eyes close ahead of bed tonight. Wilson tries the ball down the right-hand side. And again, Southampton are very, very dangerous with that pass. It was much further out, but Speckmeyer was lurking. Briggs wins the header really well. Lambert to Heppel. To Wilson. Toland. Toland still going there, but Southampton might be able to emerge with it. Oh, very tight passing here for both sides, actually. In the end, Durham maybe just opting to go the sensible route. Now to Foster. And centre-back who pops that down nicely. Touch back toward Wilson, who guides it to Shepherd. Durham at the moment finding a nice balance of being progressive and trying to get forward, but calming things down when they need to. Foster to Briggs. Southampton now doing their share of the hunting. Pritchard is fairly deep here, but it's held out nicely. Peplow into her own back line. That ball through is a very, very dangerous one, chased down by Michaela McAloney. Gathered up by Shepherd, who of course made that massive early save. One of a number of massive saves she's made in the last couple of weeks. And Lauren Impey's just stopping the game here briefly. I think we do have an injury here too. Ellie Hack whose afternoon at the moment is getting no better. It may well have been that incident is related to a knock, we will see. One of a number of players who arrived, of course, in across the WSL 2 from that well, change at Blackburn Rovers and the decision not to continue on. A number of their players, of course, and staff released, including a man in the dugout today as well. I think Ellie Hack just challenged a few moments ago for something. She's a tough soul, Ellie Hack, but you know that if she's suffering, she's genuinely suffering, because she's a strong character. A few last-minute checks. Just checking for concussion. I'm entirely sure I could pull that off, even if nothing had happened. It's good to see that Ellie Hack's in an okay spot at the moment, doing all the right checks, and understandably so as well. And of course, leave the field for a few moments. Could be that Millie Mott came on if needed, and could be a small tweak along that back line for Southampton. Amy Goddard, of course, would in fact probably be the slightly more likely option there. She, of course, was involved in the back line for that game midweek. Seems for now that Ellie Hack might be okay, which is good news. And he's waiting on Grace Eyre getting the go-ahead from Lauren Impey. Briggs left-hand side over the halfway line then. To Pritchard. Briggs back to Michaela Foster, who rolls it across. Durham passing nicely at the moment. To Blake. Stops necessarily to slow it down, and could be a chance here for Heppel to get into the penalty area. Puts the ball into a dangerous position just above the head of the player in the middle, and then given away by Pritchard. Picked up by Primus. Southampton will try and get forward, but Briggs in the way. Southampton have got to find a bit more play here. Keeping the ball for long enough. Ellie Hack back on the field. Southampton just struggling to create more chances after that big early one. Kayla McAloney, of course, put one wide as well. But look at those possession stats there. That is something that the Southampton dugout will not be too happy seeing at home. 33% possession at this point. A bit long there, that pass for Wilson, but Eyre was able to help out. Toland again in there with the tight passing. For Durham at the moment, the way this game sits is, I'm sure, perfectly acceptable. Pritchard up against Collett as well. Briggs with the throw. Saints need to get a hold of this a little bit. Might well ricochet forward towards Brazil. Brazil up against Foster, and Ellie Brazil may have won that battle. Either way, Sarah Wilson got in there at the end and dealt with it. In the last couple of weeks, we've seen a fair few of those last-ditch challenges from the Durham captain. A couple of absolute beauties against Newcastle last week. Well, she did, of course, also concede a penalty against Sheffield United. Southampton corner kick here. Jess Simpson will take it. Knocks it short toward Amy Palmer. Palmer goes for goal, and it's going to bounce into the arms of Shepherd. He'll be, I think, delighted that Speckmeyer, who'd thrown her body across it, didn't actually get a touch. Thought does well against Pritchard. Only trying to get it back, and it's actually come back to the Scot here. Called up for the Scottish under-23 side in the last few days. Certainly had a very good start to the season and life at Southampton overall. This has been much better in the last couple of weeks for his side, who actually put in an OK performance in that derby against Newcastle at Maiden Castle on last Sunday. Primus done well there. This is better from Southampton. Ball through is a very dangerous one. Briggs, I thought, expected Shepherd to come for it. The left back has still done well with it. Concedes the throw, but perhaps momentarily lack of communication there. It could be, of course, a Shepherd not wanting to burst forward with that what looks like thigh injury. That was definitely better from Southampton. Some nice play there on the edge of the Durham penalty area. Nice turn from Kieran McAloney. To strike from range. Optimistic strike from range as well. Perhaps not what Southampton need at the moment. Tara Bourne obviously got that late tapping consolation against Charlton last weekend. Trying for something a fair bit further away there. Foster scoops it, flicked on by Lambert, who'll get it back here to find Heppel. Heppel left-hand side to Pritchard. And Pritchard finds Lambert. Durham just finding the gaps at the moment. Nice football to find Lambert once more. Heppel. Back with Heppel, who rolls it out towards Pritchard. Pritchard to Blake. Just come over to his left-hand side momentarily. Some good defending from Southampton, though. Well, yet again, the immediate Durham pressure is turning up the heat, and it's slammed away. Amy Palmer, obviously, will take a little while to get that full match sharpness back. And for 6 odd months, it's not going to be easy for the first couple of weeks back, is it? Richie the throw. Lambert's used the body well and wins the free kick here. And she, of course, scored in this fixture last season. Scored last Sunday as well. In a tricky season so far for Durham, Molly Lambert has absolutely been a big, positive, bright spark. Free kick then. Durham's left-hand side. Heppel to take it. Tolan lurking on the edge of the penalty area. Heppel puts it into danger. Nodded back toward goal and into the side netting from the captain. Sarah Wilson trying to guide it in there. Always going to be difficult, and Stenson had a post guarded well as well, the Southampton goalkeeper. Heppel goes down. Referee plays advantage. Pass towards Heppel, who lays it off nicely. Big chance for Durham to get a second, and it's somehow brilliantly saved by Stenson. Molly Lambert may have felt she was about to double Durham's lead there. The pass through there for Heppel was absolutely brilliant. The run was good, but look at that from Stenson. Two big moments for both goalkeepers so far. Stenson's done superbly with that. You can imagine with the form Molly Lambert is in, that was heading in. Very, very good goalkeeping. Durham get a corner. Foster this time. Stenson punches it. Hack and Foster almost briefly played chicken with the ball. Foster with the throw here. There's that sort of side-on action. He's back to her. Into the penalty area and nodded towards the, initially what looked like toward goal, but dealt with in the end. Durham is certainly creating the chances at the moment. He's there. Briggs as Durham start to reset. See Graysair jog back to that right-hand side. Toland. Off the ball. Toland manages to grab it back though, the Irish international. Foster back to Toland. Beth Heppel, who is perhaps briefly anyway back to the top of the scorers chart in the league after that opener in this one. Looks of Emily Scarr, of course, also on 5 goals. Hardy at Bristol City as well. Both got games to come today. Including that huge North-East derby later on. Newcastle-Sunderland kicking off at 2 o'clock. Well over 15,000 tickets sold for that one. Taking place at St James's Park, and a reminder, you can watch that after this on this Barclays WSL 2 YouTube channel. Palmer's done well there. They're coming together, but referee briefly not interested, and a very, very good turn as well. Now here comes Ellie Brazil down the right-hand side. Foster for company. Ellie Brazil's done well against Foster, puts in a dangerous ball. Wilson challenging, but only challenging completely fairly. I think there was a bit of a shout of pain there as the challenge came in, so they'll check on Michaela McAloney, I think, here. Ellie Brazil does so well here up against Foster. Just clips one up as well. Maybe that Wilson accidentally has landed on top of Michaela McAloney there. I think just needed a quick breath. And comes the corner kick. 2 have gone down on the edge of the 6-yard box. It's gone out of play, but now it's Lauren Briggs who's going to need some attention here, and looks in quite a bit of discomfort as well, Lauren Briggs. Such an ever-present, of course, Lauren Briggs. Well over the 150 appearance mark now for Durham too. Played well against Newcastle last week and perhaps needed it after a frustrating performance the week before. Goal that's been variously attributed as an own goal and not. Played well so far today. Southampton need to find some ideas. They certainly need longer spells of possession. That moment a few ago from Eli Brazil is much better from them. I'm entirely sure what we're waiting on here. Lauren Impey's gone across to say something, I think, to one of the benches dugouts. Perhaps a quick word with the fourth official as well, Fabio Roque. I'll let you know if anything has come of that. Peplo's challenge. Bit of a knock there for Peplo. Here comes Hannah Blake. Ball down the right-hand side for Lambert to chase is a little bit long. Lambert does manage to win that chase to a certain extent and supported by Air here. Tries a little bit of a back heel there. And that is why we had that small delay a few moments ago. Marianne Speckmaier just needing a little bit of strapping below the knee. Well, travelling, of course, a couple of weeks ago, part of that Venezuelan national side. You go back to last week and you see the brilliant bit of work she did down the left-hand side in the way of a goal that was eventually disallowed. See how dangerous she can be on occasion. Here's Atlanta Primus, who can be dangerous a lot. Not on this occasion. So what sums up Southampton's afternoon so far, 31 minutes in. Toland and Air. There is Tyler Toland, who does so much, so well, so quietly. Good turn from Lambert into the left-hand side, and actually Pritchard might have found a way in here. Poppy Pritchard, very good defending. Very, very good defending to stop Pritchard, who seemed at one point to be getting away there. And Megan Collett, I think that's excellent defending. Ball was getting away from Pritchard in the end, but had to make the call, Collett. Pritchard still looking for that first competitive goal, the Man City loanee. That's very good down the left-hand side here as well for Southampton. Two in the centre toward McAloney, collected by Shepherd. Eli Brazil was lurking as well. Simon Parker will be a little bit happy with that. The side still trail. Now we're going to have another momentary delay here. Speckmaier initially being spoken to by Lauren Impey, but it's not only her, Tara Bourne part of that conversation as well. Very well respected referee, Lauren Impey. This was very high up in the RAF as well, as we look on this left-hand side. Southampton get it forward quickly and are going to win a corner for their trouble. Grace Eyre did very, very nicely. Switched on quicker, I think, than a few of her teammates. And now Tara Bourne. They wish to get on with this quite quickly. And it comes, nodded away, over the bar and out for another corner. Edwards had wanted it on the edge of the penalty area. And Brazil's had some good moments in the game. Corner is taken quickly. Referee wants it taking again. In it comes this time. And another blow of the whistle from the referee. And that'll be the ball with Durham. Wilson's pass. It's not risky. Toland just mopping it up to the right-hand side with air. Little turn there from Heppel. Lovely piece of skill from Beth Heppel, who now drives on. Lambert in support in the centre. It'll come to Molly Lambert, who will try for goal and who will loop it over. Brilliant play from Beth Heppel on the Durham right-hand side. You wouldn't bet against Molly Lambert scoring from there, but certainly a little bit awkward in terms of where she was standing when she reached it. Speckmeyer, Heppel just tries to launch it up towards Lambert. Southampton trying to get a hold of it. Heppel throws the boot at it. Primus eventually gets a touch to it, and McAloney can move it back towards Collett, who then just runs it out of play. You could see she thought about going back to a goalkeeper. Flashbacks perhaps to the side's conceded goal early doors. Throw from Foster, move back. Speckmeyer tries to get a hold of it. Southampton trying to play their way out of the penalty area. In the end, have done very well to do so. He just slightly misreads the path of the ball. And back to Shepherd it comes. Get Amy Palmer firing. Like a new signing for Southampton, really. Gotta be patient with her as well, though. Impey getting impatient with a few things at the moment. Collett, decent pass to find Primus there, who's collected it nicely. Now we'll try the ball through, which Foster just about gets to. Let's see what Primus was trying to do there. And now here come Durham, Heppel. Only really Lambert with her at the moment. Lambert will get across before Bourne. Blake just opting to roll it back. Blake tries the ball in. It's a decent ball as well. It's nodded toward goal, but Speckmeyer can't really challenge Stenson there. Not too long left in this first half. Southampton are going to have to find a lot more in the second. Poor pass there, picked up by Palmer. Tries to find Brazil, has 3 Durham players around her. Here's Wilson, just pulled back. Frustrated, I think, at the moment, Atlanta Primus. And Ellie Hack, who took a bit of a knock early on the head, and sitting down again here. Of course, she was the quote-unquote guilty party as part of that goal, wasn't she, for Durham, Ellie Hack? He really is struggling at the moment. Centre-back sitting down, waiting for treatment. I think it's more on that head, isn't it, which is a further worry. This was the Durham goal. Hack just never really properly getting hold of it. Heppel smelt blood immediately. Slotted her 6th of the season home. And Ellie Hack getting further treatments on the head and neck area. And it's an opportunity as well, though, for the Southampton team to have a quick chat with the manager, and very much vice versa as well. Meanwhile, it's, I'm sure, many positive words and a bit of hydration for Durham at the moment. Head coach there, Adam Furness, just seems deep in thought. Perhaps can't tell, but I'm sure he'll be a lot happier now than he was on a number of occasions over the last couple of weeks. So we are going to see, from the look of it, Ellie Hack taking off here. It's not a surprise. She had a really nasty knock earlier, and now obviously is also down again. I think it's probably the same injury. It's going to be Amy Goddard who's the unsurprising replacement here. So it's going to be a concession substitute this as well. So concession comes cushion substitute as well. She's tried her best here, Ellie Hack, but it's not going to be possible for the rest of the game. So Amy Goddard will come on here. Round of applause for Ellie Hack as well. Just over 1,300 fans at Silver Lake today, which is a lovely turnout, particularly when you factor in how many miles Durham fans will have to have done. But Ellie Hack will not continue, and on will come Amy Goddard. First bit of league football since the 2nd of November in that game, a narrow loss to Nottingham Forest. There's awkward moments where you've, as a sub, got to come on, get sharp for 2 or 3 minutes before the half-time break. And come back into it properly for the second half. Here's Wilson. Tapped away from Heppel. Primus into the back line. Southampton forward. McAloney with a nice touch. Put out again by Durham. Well won, and in fact not well won. Free kick given. Katrina Shepherd wanting some direction on where she could take the free kick from. Last couple of minutes of the first half then. We will have around 5 minutes added as well. Apple picks it up. Nice turn. Good defending though to read the pass. Durham throw. Speckmeyer up against Bourne. Very good defending from Tara Bourne. Wilson's header. Lambert tries to get it under control. Lovely little flick from Pritchard, but it perhaps was too good for Lambert, who perhaps didn't expect it. Maloney will chase that down, but it should be Shepherd's and is. And there is the confirmation of 5 minutes added here. A couple of players who've had knocks, and obviously Ellie Hack twice needing a bit of help. Pollock's done really well there, really well down the right-hand side. It's going to be a late corner here for Southampton in this first half. Maybe Palmer will take it. Goes short here. Jess Simpson into a dangerous position. Nodded away by Wilson. Free kick given to Durham. Amy Goddard, similarly really to Ellie Hack, does add that height to any attacking set pieces for Southampton. Very, very good in the air, Amy Goddard. Potentially the guilty party on that occasion, though. Primus back on the feet quite quickly. A little bit of sarcasm in the stands as that free kick was given as well. Driven in. Wilson again in the way. That's a bit too far. Expect Meyer to challenge, and down the left-hand side it'll come instead. Ayres going to have to try and shepherd this away. Maybe made the wrong call. They're into a dangerous position here. Briggs has done well. Now Pritchard, what can she do up against Collett again? And again Collett defends very well. Turning into an interesting battle, that down the Durham left-hand side, the Southampton right. Collett doing really well on more than a couple of occasions now. Can change a game in the blink of an eye. Michaela McAloney saw her have that chance fairly early in the game. Interesting, all 3 of the goals this season, Michaela McAloney, have come against their rivals Portsmouth. Here's Brazil. Doing really well here, Ellie Brazil, but needs a bit of help. Did really well there, Brazil. Knew there wasn't much to be created from that point. It was all about winning the set piece from there. Palmer's tries to get to it, bounces off McAloney. Durham are going to try and shepherd that away. Given in the end as a corner kick. Very late then into this first half, deep into added time. Can Southampton do something before the break? Palmer, edge of the penalty area. It's likely to come in. And it goes near post, steered as far as Palmer, takes one touch and just skims it over. Frustrated with herself, but there's a lot of bodies in the way there. She's always going to take something special. She is capable of that. First touch was a decent one. Heppel charged her straight down as well. Some good late first half play this from Southampton. They've looked a little bit more comfortable. Macoloni, smart play. Finds Peplo, who's not had too much of the game so far, Chloe Peplo. She has the ball, she'll win the game. Here's Goddard. Just wants to get it forward quite rightly. Macoloni. Lovely little touch there. Chance here for Southampton, but Brazil never really gets a proper hold of it. That may well be the final action of this first half. Stenson lifts it to the halfway line, and that will be the last touch. Well, in fact, will not be the last touch of the first half. Completely caught me off guard there, the referee. It's the offside flag that was up. Certainly felt like the first toot of the half-time signal. We're going a bit there. Foster knocks it forward. And that is the end of the first half. The Durham will lead in. Beth Heppell's gamble was a good one. Stroking the ball home after a mistake from Ellie Hack. Puts her back to the top of the scorers table as well for now. Beth Heppell's brilliant season continues. Durham were the better of the two teams. The possession very, very strongly with the visitors. Southampton had their moments, no question. Need to find a little bit more, in fact quite a bit more in the second half. Half-time at Silver Lake, it's Southampton 0, Durham 1. And this is a very, very lively one. Abby Ferguson will be making her way onto the field to replace Maria Edwards. Abby Ferguson, obviously, brace against Portsmouth, has been utterly unplayable at times as well so far this season. Puts her body across the ball an awful lot, picks up a fair few fouls as well along the way. She was the most fouled player actually last week with 4. But she is very, very quick, very good with the ball at her feet. Maria Edwards didn't have much of a first half, but to be fair to her, of course, she is still getting her eye in after time away. We've seen Ferguson and we've seen Macoloni link up very nicely at times too. She'll join the huddle and she'll join the game. And can she change it for the Saints here? Second half about to get underway at Silver Lake. Southampton 0, Durham 1. And now we're just waiting on Lauren Impey to get the game back underway. Blake just loses out, but they're able to get set initially back to it. And now a push down that left-hand side, almost released Jess Simpson. Looking through how Southampton have got on in sort of recent second halves as well. Obviously got that late goal against Charlton in that 2-1 loss last week. Jess Simpson scored second half, 71st minutes as well against Nottingham Forest. They have had second half goals. Here is Simpson, Ferguson in support. And Southampton win themselves a free kick. The academy graduate to blame there. Southampton have a very early chance in this second half. Bourne and Simpson over it. Looks like it's going to be Bourne. Tara Bourne's ball in. Out of the way. Speckmeyer trying to look for a smart pass. It's been instead picked up well by Southampton here. Backtracking Simpson. Bourne. Heppel after it. Well, obviously plenty of games to come. This is the first of the weekend. As things stand, a result like this would see Durham up to 7th. Long way to go in this game. And plenty more action to come this afternoon, of course. Good play from McAloney. Keeps the ball very well. Brilliant again from McAloney. Sees the pass, picks the pass nicely back into a dangerous position. Primus tries the back flick. Blake hasn't got a hold of it first time, clears it second. Really good play from Southampton. Oh, smart again. She's much better from the Saints into a dangerous position. Shepherd, strong punch. Ball over the top, doesn't quite release. Speckmeyer. Well, his opening 3 minutes will have pleased the Southampton boss no end. They've come out very, very nicely at the top of this second half. Some nice passing, some really nice movement as well. Just stretching that Durham back line. Wasn't far off with that back flick there, Primus. Collar's ball across, and it was almost pushed into a path by accident by Briggs. Now, here is Lambert. Blake's in the centre. Molly Lambert still going, and that is an exceptional challenge. What a challenge that is from Tara Bourne. Molly Lambert is not easy to stop. Tara Bourne has done it brilliantly there. That was superbly timed. That challenge there. Brilliant intervention. Drifts out for a Durham throw. They're looking for somewhere to go. Goes to Heppel. Comes back to her. A little bit awkward, but Toland will try and challenge for it. Peplow has done well. A quiet first half, Chloe Peplow. Bourne's pass towards Primus, cut out well. Southampton will have it though. Amy Palmer. Get it back and switch it left-hand side. That's a lovely ball to find Ferguson, who is, in the end, offside. Flag raised. Katrina Shepherd. Just slow this down a little bit for Durham. Here's Wilson, got some pressure on her here, a lot of pressure. So we're back to a keeper. Just swing of the boots at it. Simpson does well there. Back toward Bourne. Palmer. Nice football from Southampton here, and Collett will try and get forward. Into a dangerous position, it comes once more, just evades Primus. Taken away before Peplow can do anything. Toland, you can see, was hoping for the charge from Lambert. He was asking a little bit much there. Whatever was said in that dressing room at half-time for Southampton certainly made an impact at the moment. Ball brilliantly played down the right-hand side. It's only Goddard, I think, who's chased that one down. Goddard will play the ball in. Primus equalises. A lovely side-footed finish for her third of the season. But what a cross from Amy Goddard. The centre-back a long way forward. Primus wants to get straight back on with it as well. This is a great ball from Amy Goddard. And Primus, well, just lets it connect with the boot. No chance for Shepherd. Southampton back on level terms. And just reward for a very good opening 6 or so minutes of this second half. 1-1. Awesome. Heavy touch for Blake. Heppel will collect it. What's Durham's response going to be now? Molly Lambert slapping the turf. In a lot of pain here, Molly Lambert. In a lot of pain there, Molly Lambert. There is real concern here as well. A few Southampton players going across to check on her. Lambert's left leg there shaking a little bit. Heppel's having a few words as well. I mean, if this is a bad injury or even a small injury to Molly Lambert, it's obviously horrible in its own right, but looking in the context of the last few minutes for Durham and what Molly Lambert can bring. In fairness, having a few words with Fabio Roque there as well. It's not entirely clear what happened with Molly Lambert here. She was slapping the turf in agony immediately here, Lambert. Does look like something around the ankle, and she's really in, I think, a lot of discomfort here, Molly Lambert. You can always tell when a few of the opposing players go across to check on the player that they're concerned as well. To be fair, it's very nice to see those Southampton players checking in on her also. So there is going to be a bit of delay here while Molly Lambert is dealt with, but I think in some distress here, the midfielder. The initial question is going to be, can she carry on? Which, well, we'll find out very shortly, won't we? Doesn't look brilliant at the moment for Molly Lambert. The question, of course, for Durham to look at over the next couple of weeks is, how is she going to be? Well, she's up and walking, which is the first tick. It's not looking great for her at the moment, though. We'll see. What a couple of weeks she's had. Unbelievable talent in that Durham midfield to attacking front line. Plenty, I'm sure, of conversations in that dugout now about what happens next. Taken down well by Goddard. Bourne slams it forward. Collett's done well once more up against Pritchard. Not giving up the ghost just yet, and in fact has won the ball, but Toland unable to get a hold of it, and now here comes Southampton. Blake's read it well. Speckmeyer finds Pritchard. Back to the Venezuelan, but goes the way of Amy Palmer. Speckmeyer still going here. Back to Palmer. Smart pass, but then just a little. Let's see what Elizabeth was trying to do there, but just a little bit expectant with that pass in the end. So just keeping an eye on the Molly Lambert situation. Still at the moment getting a little bit of a look over. And now back onto the field, but that is not at the moment a comfortable player. Down the right, brilliant touch, and in fact Blake's away into space here. Very good defending from Peploe. Hannah Blake wasn't quite sure, perhaps expecting to get the ball. Collett. Foster gets an important touch, so does Toland. Lambert still limping her way around at present. Southampton throw. Brazil just trying to find the best option. He's certainly done so. Here's Peplo. Can't hit them from range. Chloe Peplo finds Primus instead. And in the end, well, the flag's going to go up anyway. Ball blazed over by Collett. Taking a Durham touch on the way through, but either way, flag went up. She's had a good game actually at right back, Megan Collett. Well involved in plenty. In the first half, dealt with Poppy Pritchard really well. Nice football from Southampton. Absolutely looking a lot better in this second half than they did the first. Simpson gets away nicely from Blake, but sort of bounces off Lambert, really. Heppel out to this right-hand side. That's a lovely pass to find Beth Heppel. Cuts to her left boot. There's a few in a decent position here, including Blake with a left-footed strike wide of goal. Good chance for Hannah Blake. Yet to score this season. A couple of assists under the belt. Heppel just laying it for her perfectly. Very decent strike, but wide of the Stenson goal. For those of you interested in such things, by the way, Hannah Blake's pass percentage last week was 91% accuracy. Kind of stat that I like anyway. Really, really smart passer of the ball. He's there. On the line, flicked on by Speckmeyer. For Heppel to chase. She's been rewarded for one of those chases already this game. And on that occasion, Briggs leaned into Micheloni there. Lambert, you can see, is not keen to get a foot into such an extent, although as I say that, puts the sliding challenge in. Briggs gives the ball away with the sliding challenge. Durham at the moment having to canter back an awful lot here. And towards Bourne. Nice pass to find Simpson. Ferguson wanted a free kick, isn't going to get it. Wilson tries to bring it clear of goal. Toland, neat again. Lambert starting to look a bit better. Now to Blake. Heppel. Blake, Heppel again. Lambert is free down this right-hand side. And has done very well to win the throw. Racer throw then. Briggs will get into the chase there, so too will Pritchard. Just eases Micheloni away. Southampton still emerge with a ball. Good ball actually to find Brazil. The flag, I think, once more. It has been chalk and cheese with the way that the ball has been moved by Southampton in the first and second halves. finding those channels a lot better. 50-50s are all going their way as well. Brazil's done well to win that. Speckmaier chasing the ball down. Briggs with the right boot. Lambert lays it off. Comes towards Speckmaier, who's done the best with where the ball was. Stenson passed it around nicely along the back line there for Southampton. Feels in many ways like a different starting 11 in the second half. Foster's done really well. Needs to keep doing well though, because two Southampton players around her. Wins the free kick. Goal scorer of Southampton's equaliser. Foster just in the battle with Brazil. And Primus, the Southampton captain, just put a stop to everything there. Wilson to Grace Air. Tried the pass toward Lambert. I think has won the throw. On the halfway line, Toland. Absolutely everywhere again, Tyler Toland. Smart touch, very smart touch to find Heppel. Neat turn. Wins the free kick, and a chance now for Durham to get this into the penalty area. McAloney frustrated. Toland just loitering centre of the park there. And Foster, and you'll have Heppel over it. Briggs forward. Sarah Wilson forward as well. Heppel and Foster. It's going to be Beth Heppel. Into the penalty area toward the back post. Wilson challenges for it. And a corner given. I'm entirely sure the Durham captain knew quite where the ball was there, but all she'll care about is that it wasn't her who touched it last. Such a great leader, Sarah Wilson. Obviously headed toward that mid-30s mark now. Still going strong in that Durham back line. Fantastic captain and leader. And Durham, the chance just to start getting a bit more into this second half. 20 minutes into it. Durham corner. A poor one, which is, albeit cleared straight out for another corner. Foster will, I'm sure on this occasion, try and get it away from Megan Collett. Durham corner kick. Second in a row. Better this time. Still cleared away by Southampton as far as Lambert. I think we'll just opt to chase that down and let it run away. And still, I would say, not moving close to 100%. Maybe good enough to complete the game, but when you have one of your star players looking like that, you're maybe not just worried about the rest of this game, are you? Next few to come as well for Durham. Sure, they'll be looking at Molly Lambert's situation before that game against Sunderland next weekend in the Subway Women's League Cup, Group B action. That would have been that she would have been rested for that game anyway. Of course, after that, you've got a couple of weeks before the next one. That's a home game against Ipswich. Ball into a dangerous position. Not clear. Holland trying to get a hold of it. Maloney awkward, but it worked. And now a chance down this left-hand side, but Grace Ayres come across. Dealt with it nicely. Now it looks like we're very shortly going to see Mary Bashford here. Southampton just shuffling things a little bit. It will be Amy Palmer who's coming off, but we'll confirm that in a moment. Dangerous pass there, and in fact, it's not going to matter anyway because we'll have a halt to the game. And now it's Megan Collett who's in need of a little bit of treatment here. She's had a very, very good game, Megan Collett. In particular, that first half, those battles with Poppy Pritchard down the left. And it is going to be Bashford who's coming on. So Mary Bashford will, I think, likely replace Amy Palmer, and then I think actually Megan Collett is actually going to be replaced as well. And it looks like Millie Mott will be the person replacing her. A huge surprise tactically on either of those decisions. Edwards and Palmer now have both gone off, but of course both still not quite at 100% yet. So here is confirmation of those subs. Mary Bashford will come on. Had a tricky game at times against Charlton, but season as a whole has been very, very good for her. And there is confirmation of Millie Mott replacing Megan Collett. Whether that change would have been made before the knock that Collett got, well, we'll never know. But she's had a very, very good game. And plenty now for the boss to think about going forward as well. Here comes Millie Mott. Superb against Birmingham last month. Had a really, really good game there, Millie Mott. So a couple of changes for Southampton. Wilson knocks it forward with Pritchard to chase up against Bourne. Poppy Pritchard. Bourne's done very, very well because Pritchard was making it difficult for her. He uses the body well. Toland, and the ball almost stops dead. Heppel. Foster. So including one concussion substitute. Southampton have now used 4. Durham yet to shuffle anything. Speckmeyer. Finds its way to Heppel, whose pass is a little tricky for Lambert. Back to Molly Lambert. Trying to just protect herself in certain positions, and understandably so. So dangerous, Mariana Speckmeyer. Hasn't found too much of the game so far. And Beth Heppel, Sarah Wilson and Lauren Impey are having a fairly strong conversation here. Well, it looks like Beth Heppel's arguing her case for whatever she perhaps has been accused of. Beth Heppel is really not very happy here. Perhaps just needs to move on from it because she looks very, very frustrated at present. Now to Ferguson. Southampton come forward here. Abby Ferguson takes the right option on the left-hand side. Jess Simpson. 5 in the centre for Southampton. That's initially a decent-looking ball, but it's going to drift. And in fact, I think Beth Heppel is still being told by a number of her teammates just to calm down, because she still looks very, very frustrated, Beth Heppel. She's the kind of player that once she's got the fire in her, either in a situation like this or a game generally, she can be a bit of a juggernaut. Toland. Lambert, oh, just comes across, and that injury, which has already hampered her. Just kicked using that injured leg as well there, Molly Lambert. I know there's a bit of time to go until Durham's next league game, but how much longer can Lambert stay on the field here? Primus did well, decent half chance for her. Just see there, and Primus into the penalty area, well blocked in the end by Wilson. Southampton corner kick, 72 and change on the clock. Ball comes in, flicked towards the penalty spot. Toland sweeps the left boot at it. Pritchard going for it, and undoubtedly concedes the free kick. Unbelievable amount of talent, Poppy Pritchard. I mean, 3 assists already this season, but she'll be desperate to start adding some goals to her tally. Not scored in competitive competition yet. I mean, that does not look good, does it? As mentioned, it's a few weeks till Durham's next league game, but see how much longer Molly Lambert's on the field. She's such a key player. Adam Furness will want her on for as long as is humanly possible. Now Pritchard, nice little layoff. Well, Pops won it back here. We've got a chance to chase it back here. It's a very good ball toward Pritchard, but Millie Mott has read it nicely. First real touch since coming on. And Southampton pass it away well. Lambert does well to intercept it, finds Speckmeyer. Against McAloney, Mariana Speckmeyer. Too many bodies in the centre. And just runs herself in the end into trouble. Although Goddard will be frustrated with the ease at which he gave away the ball there. She can be quiet and then flick the switch very quickly. In comes the long throw. Flicked on nicely, but almost too strong of a touch in the end, and out for a Southampton goal kick. 15 minutes plus added time to go. Southampton 1, Durham 1. He's at the moment got a number of questions to try and find an answer to. Stopping these Southampton charges to do with Molly Lambert. And Primus's ball through. It's a very good one, but Brazil will yet again see the offside flag. Just saw there the quality of Atlanta Primus. Shepherd to Wilson. Tight pass, but a good one to find Heppel from Grace Eyre. Bit of a heavy touch from Blake, but able to collect the ball back, and there's a few moments anyway. Austin's ball to Shepherd. He really had little option but to slam it clear. Heppel lays it off. Does appear to have at least calmed for now. Out to the left-hand side and over the halfway line come Durham. One from Briggs wasn't used. Heppel able just to stab it toward Lambert. And then dance her way through two here, Beth Heppel. Clever ball to the left-hand side. Durham needs some blue shirts in the centre. They've got him now. It comes toward the back post. Nodded back in. Pritchard takes it down towards Eyre, but defended well. Much better from Durham. Much better from Durham. Speckmeyer, drop of the shoulder, wins the throw from Mott. May well be about to see a Durham substitution as well. Speckmeyer. Ball in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Heppel can't get a telling touch to it. Okay, actually back into the area. Pritchard tried to steer it toward Lambert. We'll try again. Head tennis on the edge of the Southampton penalty area. Pritchard again trying to get a hold of it, but not close to a blue shirt. And now Southampton might have some room to move. Brazil trying to get a hold of it. Shepherd on top of it. Well, she's run those channels really, really hard today, Ellie Brazil. On the left-hand side with Durham. Is this game beginning just to open up in these last 10 or so minutes? Primus. She tends to do, dropping a little bit deep to help out. Chance to switch it, but Simpson wants to be safe. Pritchard will now put the pressure on. Has done very well with that pressure, but actually has conceded the free kick. Ball just taking the ball and will limp away forward a little bit. Doesn't seem too worried about it. Launched forward by Southampton. What a pass that is. That's an unbelievable switch of play. McAloney into a dangerous position and into the arms of Shepherd. What an unbelievable switch across the field that was. Brilliant pass. Primus. Toland has won the free kick. But Heppel inside the centre circle, barking instructions. Lee Bashford has certainly helped to rebalance that midfield a little bit. Listen to Heppel. Finds Blake. Good touch from Heppel as well. We'll get it back. Needs somewhere to go to here, Beth Heppel. Foster. Mott's touch invited a challenge for Speckmeyer, but got away with it here, and now Millie Mott over the halfway line. We are going to see a change. And it's going to be Hannah Blake who's replaced. And another chance here for the very talented Abby Jones to make a difference. Really run at back lines. Had a tricky first 45 against Sheffield United a couple of weeks ago. Not just a good for you going forward, of course, but she'll also, I think, relieve a lot of pressure when Durham needed to. Briggs in the challenge, but brilliant play from McAloney. Briggs goes back to her though. Heppel finds Lambert. Risky play from Durham that's worked nicely. Toland. Clever pass to Lambert. Now Lambert to Jones, and Jones has space here. It's a clever pass, edge of the penalty area for Pritchard. Trying to load it off towards Heppel. Lambert goes left-hand side with Speckmeyer. Heppel, Speckmeyer toward the byline. Cuts back brilliantly. Can Jones finish it? She can't, it's just behind her. Big chance for Durham. Ferguson up against Pritchard. Durham still going here, but Southampton moving it brilliantly. Now a chance for them to come forward. It's going to go through to Shepherd, though. Really good play from Speckmeyer. And Durham as a whole, actually, it was nice football. Foster into the last 10 minutes of normal time. Pritchard lays it towards Wilson. Wilson to Heppel. Now back with Southampton. Have a chance to get going here. Brazil down this right-hand side. Primus wanted on the edge of the penalty area. Pass will only find Abby Jones. Lambert to Jones. To skip away from the Southampton attention. And has done well with it. If the game is to finish like this, I mean, for Durham, back-to-back away draws, tricky games. Well, back-to-back draws, I should say. Tricky games against Newcastle. And the long trip down to Southampton. It won't be too bad results, but in the scheme of the overall season so far, they need wins. Long ball forward there. That's for Southampton. And they're, I think, absolutely going to be challenging towards the top end of the table come the end of the season. Especially with the likes of Edwards and Palmer getting back to fitness. They'll be frustrated with their opening 45. The second 45 has been markedly better. He's born. Ball just skips off the top of the Durham boot and eventually still finds its way all the way back towards Shepherd. Toland. Little touch for Lambert. Oh, Heppel's pass is a poor one. Picked up here. McAloney will try from range, and it's going to go over. She can do that. She can absolutely do that, Michaela McAloney. Not shy in scoring great goals. Heppel's pass was a very poor one. Now down the right, can Ayr get to this? Just about from the seam of it? Nope, not just about. Yes, glance that looked okay, but to be fair, that's assistant referee's a lot closer than I am. Little touch there, Toland's going to miss out. Wilson gets into it and Southampton can drive, and again they're going to try something from range, and this time Bashford and off balance as well. Shot from range was never going to challenge Shepherd. So we are going to get another change here for Southampton, and it's going to be Ruby Ray Tucker who's going to make her way onto the field. So Ruby Ray Tucker will replace Ellie Brazil, who has really played quite well today. She stretched the back line where she could. Ray Tucker, who had 20 or so minutes against West Ham midweek, get a little less than that today. The 19-year-old forward is still trying to find her way through, but it's very early days for her. Wilson's ball forward. Primus. A little layoff. Heppel trying to get a hold of it, but then Durham do. Southampton will try and rearrange a tad. Toland, Pritchard. Durham free kick. Not long left in this game today at Silver Lake. Wilson's ball down the right. Abby Jones will chase it up against Simpson. Simpson's had to get a touch. In the end, gives it to Lambert. Molly Lambert toward the byline, into the penalty area, just taken off the toe of Pritchard. Heppel. Pritchard again, back to Beth Heppel. Just tried to get it through the legs, and now Primus and Southampton might be able to come forward. Micheloni and Tucker. Tucker tries to knock it past the marker. He's taken it out of play. Real burst from her there. I'd imagine at least 4 or 5 minutes added to this game. Find out that shortly. Another confirmation of the attendance today as well, 1,320 in the stands. Fantastic support, and again with 660-mile round trips to do from Durham to Southampton. And huge hats off to any Durham fan who's made their way down today. It's a long, long way. Oh, Heppel again just gets away with it there because the ball right into the path of Primus. Jones has it taken off her toe, but back through to Shepherd. There is well blocked. Are we going to see a little spark at the end of this game here? A little moment. And the spoil's going to be shared. Jones. Good touch, and Pritchard does well. Abby Jones tries to thread it down the channel. A bit messy in this touchline, and then launch forward on the outside of the boot for Micheloni to chase up against Foster. Briggs will give her an option. In the end, she plays the ball off the Scot and out for a goal kick. So I think we're going to see a couple more substitutions here. So Poppy Pritchard will come off, replaced by Lucy Watson. He's not going to get too long to change things. Lambert back to Shepherd. And again, Durham just put the ball in a dangerous path. Heppel. Lambert in support. Molly Lambert. It's a nice pass to find Jones, who can't get it under control. Speckmeyer does well with the body, though. Clipped up and straight away. Durham are looking good here. Down the right-hand side. Jones a chance to cross it, puts it in low. It's going to be right across the 6-yard box and cleared away. Not quite sure how it found its way through there. Back with Grace Eyre, who wants it back. Ferguson in the way. Just gets rid of it. Briggs has done well. Lambert. Molly Lambert. Briggs didn't have too many options. And then through. Stenson to leave. Well, Durham at the moment looking to get a point on the road. Southampton I think will be the more frustrated of the two sides, not just with how Durham's goal came, but at home here. And that first half performance might just mean that the staff are a little bit frustrated. part of a quite frustrating run. There is still time though. Mott finds Primus. Primus scoops it across right-hand side. Plenty of red and white shirts in the centre toward Mott. It's going to bounce instead to the edge of the penalty area, and Abby Ferguson. Ferguson tries to just poke it through. Millie Mott's strike is a clean one. A very clean one. Put into the arms of Catriona Shepherd. Not too long really in the scheme of things into her professional deal, Millie Mott. Very highly thought of at Southampton. Jones has chased that down well. Mitchell thought that she was the last player to get a touch, but Durham throw here. And Southampton are going to make another change as well. It's Peplow who will come off, and Ashanti Akpan will make her way onto the field for these final few moments. The Chelsea loanee has featured on the bench a fair bit so far this season. Apple foul. Only 6 minutes of added time. We are halfway into it. It's a game that's had moments of real quality, but at the same time, at times, both sides have just perhaps frustrated themselves a little bit. Nice turn from Lambert, back to her feet to find Heppel. All chased down, and now the turn from Lambert. He's looking better the longer the game goes here, actually. Left-hand side for Watson. Well challenged by Mott. Is this a late chance for Durham to get the ball into the penalty area? And for a corner kick. Now it's a big chance for them to get this in the last couple of minutes of the game. To the back of the Southampton net. Southampton have to focus here. They've had a much better second half. Perhaps not at their bombastic best, but there has been moments. Beth Heppel just makes a final few adjustments to the boot. Lambert edge of the penalty area. Jones by the penalty spot darts into the 6-yard box. In comes the corner. Nodded away, flicked on again. Side-footed and now picked up by Southampton, and a chance for the hosts to charge. It's a brilliant ball down the left-hand side. Here comes Southampton. Abby Ferguson into the penalty area. Abby Ferguson still going, and Sarah Wilson still going as well. Superb challenge for the first time today. Deep breaths at the end of this game as well for Sarah Wilson there. Now Southampton corner. Can they win the game here? Shepherd throws a hand at it. And they've got a touch to it as well, claiming she didn't. Either way, got to deal with this corner kick now. And in fact, I think we've got someone down as well, haven't we, by the post? Lauren Briggs. Didn't quite catch what happened to her there. But it is, I think, Lauren Briggs who's getting a bit of treatment. We'll have a couple more minutes potentially added on here. Lauren Briggs looks a little bit upset here. And again, it was hard to know quite what happened to her. Whether it was that she banged her head off the post, she was certainly going for the ball as Shepherd threw the hand to it. And now I think she's getting some checks in similar fashion to the ones we saw for Ellie Hack in the first half. Quite rightly, we'll wait for this corner now. And Lauren Briggs, thankfully, back to her feet. She's not going to be back on for this corner, is she? That is a tall physical presence who will not be there to deal with this late Southampton corner. Will come the corner kick, and in fact we will get a very last-ditch change. It's understandable for Adam Furness to throw Sarah Robson on for these last few seconds. Placing Lauren Briggs. In comes this corner. Abby Jones going in as well now. In comes a Southampton corner, and Shepherd has to be good to it. And she is. What a brilliant couple of weeks she's having. She's rapidly becoming one of the most impressive goalkeepers in this league. Another good stop for her there. Near post. Another corner, Southampton. Will rush to get on with it. How much longer left? High ball into the 6-yard box, flicked on. I think by a Southampton head, in fact. Primus will get it. And that will be it. It is a draw at Silver Lake today. His side, after a couple of frustrating losses, have perhaps got a frustrating draw today. Adam Furness will feel his side's first 45 was way better than his second. And of course, you can argue the reverse with Southampton. Beth Heppel capitalised on an Ellie Hack mistake. She still looks quite frustrated, by the way. And she got Durham's opener. Back to the top, at least for now, of the scorers chart to the WSL 2. And Atlanta Primus, after brilliant work from substitute Amy Goddard, a brilliant cross. Primus just side-footed the volley home. A lovely goal from the Southampton captain. There were chances for both teams. There were moments for both teams, but in the end, we will finish all square. At Silver Lake, this early Sunday kickoff in the Barclays WSL 2. It's Southampton 1, Durham 1. Well, let's take a look, shall we? Having looked at the main start of 1-1, and some of the others as well here. I mean, 13 shots to 8 in Southampton's favour. More corners as well. Most of that based off a really strong second half. Look at Durham there with the aerial duels, 167% to the 27. And fairly split on the passing and attacking third percentages as well. Feels like the referee was busier in the first 45 than the second. Or an impy booked Amy Palmer very, very early doors in the game. There's some big chances for Southampton and Durham. Neither in the end take enough to get all 3 points. But as mentioned, this is just the early kick-off in the Barclays WSL 2 today. We have got lots more now underway. 0-0 between Sheffield United and Nottingham Forest. That was a 1 o'clock kick-off. Goalless in Charlton, Bristol City, Ipswich Palace, and that phenomenal derby game. The atmosphere there is going to be amazing. Over 15,000 tickets sold for Newcastle United against Sunderland. That North-East derby. You can watch any of those games that you wish to on our YouTube channel at Barclays WSL 2, the place to find all of those matches every single week. Right, let's take a look, shall we, at the highlights of this game. A match that has ended 1-1. We started, in terms of goals, with this. Lambert absolutely excellent up until she picked up that nasty knock in the second half. Hannah Blake and Grace Eyre were both very busy for much of the match. Pritchard, who put a body in everywhere, lost the ball here, but then Southampton gave it away. Hack trying to find a goalkeeper, got in a bit of a muddle. And Beth Heppel strolled in to take her 6th of the season. Durham had the lead. And to be fair, with the way the first half was going, a deserved lead as well after 10 minutes. Simple finish. Certainly one of her easiest goals of the season. And Durham kept prodding and probing in that first 45. This is a brilliant move that saw Lambert charge into the penalty area. Exceptional goalkeeping from Fran Stenson. We'll see what, if any, injury issues Molly Lambert has going forward after today. You can argue the fixture list is quite friendly from here on out for players recovering in the next couple of weeks. Now, Southampton have had some big chances, McAloney in particular in the first half. Nelly Hack was very, very dangerous, did superbly here against Foster. Got the ball in, Wilson getting across McAloney to steer it wide. Very good defending. One of 2 or 3 moments for the Durham captain where she had to throw a body in. Got it right every time today. And then in the second half, the ball over the top for the marauding Amy Goddard, the centre-back who'd come on to replace Ellie Hack. This is a brilliant cross, and that finish very composed from Atlanta Primus. The Saints captain got her side back on level terms. Her 3rd goal of the season, a little quiet last week. Absolutely made an impact today. Lovely finish that. And then there was this moment, Heppel picking the ball up, finding Blake on the edge of the penalty area, who with a left boot tried to steer it on goal. Wide it went. Very close from Blake in the end. We're still looking, of course, to break through in front of goal. So we've got some Subway Women's League Cup action to come next weekend. We've got plenty of football, of course, to bring you. A reminder again, you can watch it all on our Barclays WSL2 YouTube channel. Every single Barclays WSL2 game broadcast for you there this season. But in this one, the early kick-off this Sunday afternoon, down at Silver Lake, it's finished Southampton 1, Durham 1.